in all of the discrepancies that have been found out, what do you make of it in respect of the allegations or the fact that the PDP is drawing to the extent that there is some kind of forgery?
Yeah, and that's the argument that I made, that you talk of forgery only where someone makes a claim that is untrue to advance an interest, to get an advantage. So we have the registrar of Chicago State University has said under oath many times that Tinubu actually did graduate from the university. Now, he was pressed with several questions about the gender identity of the person who submitted a transcript from Southwest College, which is now Daly College. And he still insisted that that was the same person, that they were satisfied. So in law, legally speaking, he is a graduate of Chicago State University, unless other facts have now come to change everything we know. So getting a certificate, again, remember this, and I want people to not lose sight of this fact. The diploma is a ceremonial document. That's why you do not find any indication of diploma that an alteration renders it invalid. It doesn't say that. My Bayero University Kano diploma, or what we call certificate in Nigeria, has it there that any alteration renders it invalid because it's an official document to authenticate my graduation from that school. And so the university has all of its emblems and all of that.
But Prof, does he explain the differentials, the differences rather, between the one submitted to INEC and the one produced by the school?
Yeah, I think so. For me, and that's why if you read my article, and this is where I differ with Mr. Afolabi, I think that what he submitted did not come from Chicago State University. That's what I'm convinced about. And I think at best, it's a lapse in ethical judgment. It's unethical, but I'm not a lawyer. I don't see that as illegal. And I say, for me, what I would consider illegal is if he had changed or forged his transcript to give himself grades that he didn't earn. That would be giving him some advantage, because that would indicate that he's way smarter or was more hardworking as a student than he really was. Even if he did graduate from there.
But is that is that an explanation for you to go and okay? So I'll ask this question as a second question to this one. Now, are there possibilities that in the United States, third parties are used to produce diplomas, certificates?
That some parties are used to...
Third parties. Is it a practice in the United States that third parties, other than the school, will produce a certificate or a diploma to graduates?
Yeah, well, every institution in the United States, including Harvard, Princeton, Yale, the Ivy Leagues, they do not print their own diplomas or even transcripts by their own. They contract that to third-party vendors. That's what happens. But you have to do it through their website. I just recently applied for the transcripts of my 2 transcripts for something, and I realized that there's a third-party vendor. I forget the name now, where I enter my social security number and all my identifying information. It was sent to the university that verified that, yeah, indeed, I graduated from there. And then they issued the transcript directly to the institutions I wanted it sent to. So yes, third-party vendors are the people who take care of diplomas and transcripts. Universities do not directly do that now. If they did it in the past, they no longer do that now because they want to invest their time to research and other things. So they're not in the business of printing, they give it to third parties.
Okay. So
now the other question is, my own sense is that, and Mr. Afolabi can correct me if, can bring alternative or other facts if that is that he got his diploma from a third-party vendor that was not associated with Chicago State University. And that is unethical from my perspective. But is it illegal? No.